Hey everyone, it's Michelle from the Colorado Wolf and Wildlife Center, and I'm here today with my friend Navi. Welcome to this week's Wolf Talk. So as you can tell, it's pretty windy again today. So just like a few weeks ago, just wanted to do our introduction, and then we will go ahead and do our voiceover for our normal Wolf Talk video. Well, unfortunately, like I usually do, I do have some bad news for us today. There is a bill currently working its way through the U.S. House of Representatives. It is titled the Pet and Livestock Protection Act of 2025. We've talked about it a few times now. But if it is signed into law, it would delist gray wolves from the Endangered Species Act and prevent judicial review. It was introduced, unfortunately, by Representatives Tiffany and Boebert. Both of these guys have had long-held anti-wolf views, and they have tried passing anti-wolf legislation before. But why does this matter? So last time we did lift federal protections from gray wolves, it did create that management authority for the states. And once it did, nothing short of a bloodbath ensued. Wisconsin immediately rushed into having that wolf hunt back in February of 2021. And over the course of just 63 hours, they killed 218 wolves. That was nearly twice of what the state had authorized. And it was 20% of their entire wolf population. Do I even need to talk about Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming? We all know how bad they are. Once wolves were delisted in 2011 by a writer on a budget bill, it also blocked judicial review. And since then, the wolves in those states have been treated with unimaginable cruelty. Just look at last year with Cody Roberts, who tortured a wolf for hours on end just for some kind of sick enjoyment, and only got a $250 fine for possessing a live animal. Idaho, they do have year-round hunting and trapping, especially on private property. They have really lengthy hunting and trapping seasons in public land. It's complete and total disregard for wolves and their ecological role in that state. They also now pay bounties on wolves. It's kind of like we're right back in the early 1900s. We also know Montana isn't a great place for wolves either. They are subjected to widespread hunting and trapping there as well. I do have some good news, though. We did talk a little bit about that puppy killing bill that was going on. Thankfully, that did fail recently, so wolf puppies in Montana do have a little bit of a reprieve there. In Wyoming, we know that 85% of the state is designated as a predator zone, where wolves can be killed on site in any way possible. Sadly, just a few days ago, another wolf that was brought here to Colorado as part of our reintroduction program did cross that invisible boundary into Wyoming, where they were unfortunately gunned down, guilty for nothing other than simply existing and being a wolf. So we can see that when the federal government lets states manage gray wolves, really bad things happen. Worse yet is that after the announcement of the so-called dire wolf de-extinction, which isn't what it's made up to be, but that's another can of worms and a topic for another time, the representatives that created this Pet and Livestock Protection Act just laughed it off when others were voicing their concerns about what it would mean for wolf populations if they were federally delisted and what might happen if those populations plummet. Her response, well, she joked, they just brought back dire wolves, so if things get that bad, we can just recreate wolves again. I cannot say it enough, but joking about allowing a species to go extinct and then just clone them is a huge slap in the face to conservation. So we really cannot let this happen. Wolves need you now. All of our wildlife does. So please be a voice. Contact your members of Congress to urge no on the Pet and Livestock Protection Act. It is H.R. 845 before it advances any further. You can find a link to find your representatives in our description below. And again, thank you for being a voice for wolves.